Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes and felt like they were trying to tell you something you just couldn't understand? You're not alone. So many loving dog owners miss the clear signals their dogs send every day, simply because we don't know how to listen the right way. You might be thinking, they're eating, playing, seems fine to me. But sometimes a quick glance, a little tail wag, might be a tiny cry for help that you never noticed. In this video, I'm going to explore 14 deeply important behaviors, ways your dog is actually talking to you every single day. And especially, sign number 9 has made many people tear up with regret, just because they ignored it for far too long. If you've ever struggled to figure out how your dog is feeling, this video is for you. And if you care about emotional, heartfelt, and practical insights like this, don't forget to hit subscribe so we can continue this journey together, for the dogs you love. There's a moment almost every dog owner has experienced. You've just stepped inside your house, haven't even taken off your shoes, and your dog suddenly stretches forward, front legs out, butt up, eyes full of joy. Many think it's just a post-nap stretch, but in reality, this is a special greeting, like a happy bow from the dog world. It's your dog's way of saying, "I'm so glad you're home." If you respond gently with a loving gaze or a small nod, your dog's joy will be obvious. In their world, you just showed you were truly listening. And have you ever noticed? Tail wagging doesn't always mean your dog is happy. Yes, this is one of the most common misunderstandings. We see a wagging tail and think, oh, they're excited. But the truth is, the tail is like an emotional message board. If the tail is low, wagging slowly, it signals anxiety or caution. If it's high, fast, and stiff, that could mean your dog is agitated or feeling threatened. What matters most isn't whether the tail is wagging, but how it's wagging. Understanding this can help you avoid countless stressful moments with your furry friend. And it's not just the tail. Sometimes your dog talks using their nose. A little nudge to your hand, leg, or even face. It's not random begging. Every nudge is a specific message. I'm here, I see you're upset, or can we play for a moment? Gentle nudges often come with soft eyes, but if it's a firm push, along with whining or a hard stare, that's your dog asking you to really pay attention. Don't overlook these little touches. Sometimes it's the only way they can say, I need you. You'll notice this even more when your dog suddenly lowers their ears. If you're cuddling and their ears fall softly, that's a sign of comfort. But if those ears drop while their body stiffens and they start darting their eyes or licking their lips repeatedly, that's a clear signal of unease or fear. Some days, your dog might just need you to sit nearby. No petting, no talking, just be there. And did you know? Dogs can hear sounds humans can't. Those lowered ears might be listening to something that makes them feel they need to stay silent. Then suddenly, your dog gets up and shakes their whole body. No, not because they're wet. This is a stress release behavior, like when we take a deep breath to calm ourselves. After playing or meeting someone, if your dog shakes, they're resetting emotionally, trying to get back to balance. You'll also see this after long petting sessions or when your dog is forced into something. And if it happens often without a clear reason, it might be their body or mind saying, I'm not okay. Ever seen your dog yawn? Of course. But did you know? It's not always because they're sleepy. Dogs yawn to cope with stress. In loud places, crowded rooms, or when you raise your voice, they yawn as if to say, I don't want to fight. Please calm down. The more they yawn in a tense situation, the more you should pay attention. It's an ancient dog language tactic, yawning to keep the peace. Next time you see it, try pausing and softening your voice. And watch how your dog begins to relax. And then sometimes your dog won't yawn, won't shake, won't wag. They'll just come close, rest their head on your hand, and stay still. No sounds, no big movements, just peace. But underneath that stillness is deep emotion, trust. They're showing you their most vulnerable self, When this happens, rest your hand on their head. Don't say anything. Just be there. And if they let out a sigh, know that they're saying, "Thank you for being my safe place." There are also moments when your dog does nothing, just stands silently a few feet away, then suddenly pauses. No barking, no running, just still. To us, it might seem like they're zoning out. But to dogs, those frozen moments are full of analysis, thought, and hope. They're wondering, can I come closer? Are you sad? Did I do something wrong? That pause is their way of showing respect or waiting for permission. And when they do step forward, don't forget to smile. Because that one little moment might have taken a lot of trust. That trust grows even deeper when you begin noticing tiny changes in their face, especially when those expressions shift fast. One moment, relaxed eyes and open mouth, then suddenly wide eyes, alert ears, closed mouth. It's not random. That's your dog picking up on something strange. A sound, a scent, or even your feelings. Dogs are deeply sensitive to the energy around them. If they're watching you more closely than usual, ask yourself, am I okay? Because in your dog's world, safety begins in your heart. And if your dog suddenly licks your hand, or even your face, congratulations, you're special. It's not just affection. Licking is a form of healing in the dog world. It goes back to when puppies licked their moms for care. As they grow up, it becomes a way of showing love, especially when you are sad or stressed. Many people have said, when I cried, my dog just kept licking my hand over and over. It's not random, it's instinct. Dogs feel pain in silence, and licking is their way of saying, I'm here, I love you. And with that same intuition, some days your dog might just sit quietly, no barking, no excitement, just staring out the door or into a corner. That's them reading the world using senses we don't have. It might be a distant smell, a soft sound, or a shift in the air. They're trying to understand what's going on. If these blank stares happen more often, don't assume they're bored. Think of them as silent guardians, watching over your home in their own gentle way. But peace doesn't always last. Have you ever seen your dog sleeping, then suddenly whimper, twitch their legs, or jolt awake? Just like us, dogs have deep emotions in their sleep. They dream, they remember, and sometimes they relive things that once scared them. If you hear a soft whimper in the night, don't wake them right away. Just gently place your hand on them. Let them know you're there. You might not know what they're dreaming, but your presence is the sweetest comfort they could ask for. Other times, instead of dreaming, your dog might hide, under the table, behind a chair, or in a corner. Not to escape, but to recover. Dogs are great at finding space when they feel overwhelmed. If they suddenly retreat, don't rush them back. Let them recharge their way. And when they come back, with a soft gaze and light tail wag, that's their way of saying, I'm ready to be with you again. And finally, sometimes, the strongest connection comes not from doing anything, but from just being. There are quiet afternoons when your dog simply wants to lie next to you. No games, no commands, just stillness, listening to your heartbeat, feeling your breath, nothing more. In that moment, if you can feel it, then you'll understand. Between humans and dogs, love sometimes means saying nothing at all. If you've stayed with me until now, congratulations. You're not just a pet owner, you're a true companion. Because you've opened your heart to even the smallest signals your dog tries to send every day. And if this video touched something in your heart, then chances are the next ones will too. So don't forget to hit subscribe. because I'll be back to share more ways for you and your dog to understand each other better and love each other more every single day.